Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors, your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. Glad you're here this morning. We got a great show lined up. We'll get started, of course, with our weather. Brought to us by Haney Technical Center at the corner of Baldwin Road and Highway 77. We're looking at a pretty day, finally. We're looking at a high of 73 and a low only down into 50. Now, looking at a water temperature, it's dropped 1 degree. Yesterday, remember, we talked about it being 63. Well, today, 62. And we're looking at an all-important number around 66, 67 degrees. It should pop up. Now, we are talking about people catching a few Spanish, but very scattered and very small. So the big wave's not come in yet. We have not officially got that third fog of March yet. So it's still a little bit away. The water's still a little bit cool. Looking at our river readings, take a look at the Apalachicola at Bluntstown, and we anticipated this happening with all the rain we've had. It really jumped up there, and you know they changed their prediction 2 days ago. They didn't have this, but it really went up. It's at 15.4 this morning, going up to 15.6 this afternoon, and it may start tapering off by Saturday. But it's going to be really high. Won't be a lot of fishing on the big river. Same thing on the Choctawhatchee River. It shot up fast. We just had an enormous amount of rain all through this area, 3 to 4 inches in some places. It's reading 11.6 this morning. Going to stay that way on through Thursday, Friday, tonight, and on into Friday. It's going to start dropping Friday night. So be aware of that. Now, take a look at our tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn Funeral Home and Cemetery. They're right there on the screen. Their motto is "When Carrying Counts." And our tides, we're looking at today is March the 20th, and we're looking at a high tide at 12:08 this morning. Actually, that's tonight, 12:08, and then a low at 10:19. Okay, so we have a tide going out most of the afternoon. All right. Now, today is a special day in all kind of ways. It's one of the most important things. It's the first day of spring. We've talked about that. It is a spring equinox, and it's always just a special day to me. It's March the 20th and 21st. Actually, be tonight. That does not mean all the cold weather. But you look at the chart in the lower left-hand corner. You see the angle of the Earth is sort of pointed away right now. And you can see what's going to happen. It's going to start as it swings on around the spring. Okay, we'll be pointing more toward the sun right here. All winter we've been pointing sort of away from the sun. Now we're going to start pointing away, even though it's swinging around. So spring starts today. Summer will be June the 21st. So we can say officially that spring is here and winter is over. So that's always a good day. The flowers are going to start blooming, and it's going to be really nice weather coming up next. It's always a good mark of it, okay? Now, my rain forecast for today is going to be north-northwest at 5 to 10, all right? Let's go ahead and take our break, and we'll be right back with our special guest. Welcome back, and welcome our special guest, Miss Ashley Sheffield. Good morning, Ashley.
Good morning.
Ashley's in my first period class. So I've known Ashley a long time, and she's our student of the month, and we're just tickled to have her. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
This is sort of funny because she beat me here this morning, and I'm really excited about that. Sometimes it's hard on some of these people to get the first period, but they can make it to the show. Ashley, tell the folks a little bit about you.
Well, I'm 18 years old. I just had my birthday, so I'm 18. I'm the daughter of Ed and Cheryl Sheffield. And I have 2 sisters. I'm the middle child. And I enjoy playing tennis. I play the piano. And I'm actually here because I was just crowned Azalea Trail Queen.
So we couldn't pass up the situation because she's in my first period outdoor wear class, and she's really learning a lot in outdoor wear. It really tickled watching her develop, watching the fly fishing the other day. I remember I told you about your technique is so good on fly fishing.
It wasn't at the beginning, but it turned out to kind of work out.
Do you enjoy doing that?
I do, because honestly, growing up with sisters, I don't have that much experience with stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So I'm actually really learning a lot. So it's been good.
That is good. And then when she won Azalea Queen, I said, this is just a great opportunity to bring one of my really good students on the show and just introduce her to y'all. And I've known her mom and dad and both sets of grandparents. I know grandparents and all, and so I've known the family since before she was born and all. So it's always a thrill to me to be able to do this and to have them in class and all every day. And you see the pretty smile she always had. Look at this tennis team picture. She's good tennis. Ashley Sheffield, Mosley Dolphins. Now, how are you doing this year with your tennis?
Well, we've won all of our matches besides 2, which were, I believe, Leon and Niceville.
Yeah.
So they're kind of always rivals.
Yeah.
So, but we've won
Besides
that. So with doubles, my doubles partner is Rachel Bates, and she also goes to Mosley.
Mm-hmm.
And so we've done pretty well. And then singles, I've done pretty well too. So.
Well, listen, we were talking about what you plan on doing in the future and all, but where do you go to elementary school?
I went to Northside.
Northside
Elementary.
Then you went to Mowat?
Mowat.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And what does your dad do?
He is actually the principal at Mowat Middle School. So during my 8th grade year, he was the principal there. So, and he's still there.
So you never got sent to the principal's office, did you?
No. I tried to stay out of trouble.
I know you did. I know you do. Let's talk about, here's a paper here, if you saw it Sunday morning, right here, the Azalea Queen, on the front page of the News Herald. And it's all, we've been to the Azalea Trail before. It's really just something really special. And to be crowned the queen and all, tell us about how that was and all. Was that exciting?
It was very exciting. I really did it just for fun, I like to get dressed up and curl my hair and get my sister to put my makeup on and everything. And then I went to actually a really good friend of mine. Her name is Miss April Gibson, and she kind of taught me how to sit up straight and talk, as well as I could, and walk in a straight line and that kind of thing. And she helped me with poise and all that. And so that's really what they emphasize on Azalea Trail. So that's what we did, and we went through the questioning process and an application process, and they look at your GPA and all kind of things. So kind of nerve-wracking, but it was exciting.
Well, I know it was, and I was reading the article about on your interview and all, and your background and all. You learned a lot with your church youth group. I saw that.
Yes.
That was interesting. That's at Emerald Coast Fellowship.
Emerald Coast Fellowship, yes.
And you have a good young group there.
We really do. We actually used to go to Highland Park, but after my grandparents went to Emerald Coast Fellowship, and we are really close to my grandparents, and so we eventually moved over there. We were like, Mom, Dad, we really want to go there. Nana and Granddaddy go there. And so we ended up changing to that youth group and that church, and I mean, our youth group is thriving. We have almost 200 people, and all the seniors are like the youth leaders and stuff, so well, it's been really a good experience.
That's really good. You mentioned your granddad and all, and we're going to show you all a picture in a minute, but your granddad, I've known him way back. He had S&S Men's Outlet or whatever on 15th Street over about close to Cook Whitehead. I knew him way back then.
Was that a clothing store?
You didn't know he had a clothing store?
No, I knew it was clothing, but
it was
I didn't know if they had
S&S. Sheffield was one of the S's, and but I remember him there, and I used to buy he had some good clothes there. Then he went into education, been in education a long time. Of course, he's retired now.
Yes,
but
retired.
He and your grandmother, they love to fish.
Oh, they love to fish. They go to dead lakes all the time. They go out in the pass. Anytime that my Nana can go as well, they go.
Yeah, that's good. All right, look, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back. Hi, welcome back. So here Miss Ashley Sheffield, my first period student, and also Azalea Queen, and just a great all-around kid. And we're going to talk more about what she's going to do later on. But let's look at some pictures that have been sent to me. I got them in. This is Tuesday afternoon. This is over the weekend. Nice. Now you've seen this young man on the show before. I really get a kick out of showing some of the different. This is Evan Zachary. This is his first turkey trip, and he got a nice gobbler up there in Jackson County. Evan does a good job. Parents are Tam and Herman Zachary, and they do a good job getting him in the outdoors. And they got a big old smile on his face on the first trip. That's nice, isn't it, Ashley?
Yeah, it is.
On the first
Looks
trip.
like he had fun.
I know he did. All right. Now we'll talk about the sheephead. The sheephead are strong right now. That's the best biting fish we have right now. It's Chris Wynn. Tuesday afternoon when that rain finally broke, he was able to get out to the, that's coming from the jetties out there. A good mess of sheephead right there. All right. This next picture, this is Tuesday afternoon also when the sun came out. just catching and releasing some redfish. Paul Burgess sent this picture here. Nice one on his kayak fishing. I know that was a pretty afternoon when it got cleared up. Still a little chilly though. Now this is not a local picture. This is down in Alachua County, but his story is so good I cannot pass it up. This is 99-year-old Sonny Boy Cato in Alachua County. He was born March 14th, 1915, and for his 99th birthday, he wanted to go turkey hunting because he loves to turkey hunt. Folks, he got a nice gobbler, and he can't wait again when he turns 100 next year. He can't wait to go turkey hunting again. So that is great. I said down in Alachua County. All right. Ashley, I just want to show this to you before you were Googling. My generation and your granddad's generation, this is how we Google. We went to the library, that's called card catalog.
They've told me about it.
Okay, so you see a picture. I'm going to show this to class today so y'all will understand what prehistoric Googling is. All right? Coming up soon now, just right here, April 12th, just Treasure Island Marina just having a flea market. I'll talk more about it. We'll talk more about it later, but I just want you to go put it on that Treasure Island Nautical Flea Market. Okay? Next one, Matt Thurlow. I had Matt on here before, one of my former students. Got a nice gobbler Tuesday afternoon. Good job, Matt. So we had some good stuff going on then. All right, Ashley, tell us, you haven't done a lot of outdoor stuff, and this is what's great about doing the class. We have, the whole, from the whole rainbow of people doing it. Some beginners and some sort of done it, and some really experts and all, and you sort of fit in the middle there. What are some of the things you've enjoyed this year in outdoor ed?
I've really honestly enjoyed whenever we did archery. Mm-hmm. I really liked that because I was definitely not good at it at the beginning, and I could never get the center, and I kept asking, okay, Coach Chester, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? And he was always like, okay, you're aiming too high. You need to aim a little bit lower. And I really liked that, I could keep practicing, and I finally got it. And every time I would get it, I would start squealing and screaming.
I remember that, and she just had a big old smile on her face. You can see that when they do something like that, it's still like little kids. I mean, they get excited and all, and it's great to see that. But you really toward the end was getting very, very good at that. Mm-hmm. So I know that's something that you can do the rest of your life now. You can shoot archery no matter what age. Just like that 99-year-old guy going hunting. When you're 99, you can still be shooting archery. So,
yes.
All right, now speaking of the future, tell our viewers and all sort of what you plan on doing in the future.
Okay, well, I am going to stay here for a year and go to Gulf Coast. So my parents really want me to stay here for a year, so I'm going to do that. And then after that, I plan on going to the University of Florida. So I want to either do physical therapy or occupational therapy. So that's where I've been kind of feeling like God's leading me. So, and I've been interning at 2 different places. At the beginning of the year, I interned at First Choice, mm-hmm. and then now I'm interning at HealthPlex. So I'm kind of getting to see,
good,
with my own eyes, if I really want to do something. So
that's a great idea. Just get exposed to that and see how you like it and all.
Yes.
So you're going to go down to Gainesville now. Before you leave class, and I'll have to give you a list of places you can go outdoors down there.
Okay.
There's a place, Lake Wahlberg. You can go canoeing there. There's a bass fishing pond called Watermelon Pond. You can go bass fishing, and then a little community called Newberry. It also has some lakes and all. So
all right.
And also, there's a great archery place down there out in Newberry. Yeah. There's Bear Archery is relocated there, and there's a great shooting. In fact, they have the state high school tournament right there outside of Gainesville in archery.
Wow.
So
I don't know if I can compete with them, but
you might not be able to compete on. Now, our first period of class, I tell the people one of the unique things about our first period of class is we've got 40-some people in there, but in this particular class, this is one where all the boys sit on one side and all the girls sit on the left side. As I told y'all before, it's like I'm teaching a little Catholic school or something where all just separated. What caused y'all to do that?
I don't know.
It's weird.
Maybe just.
I let them sit where they want to when they come in, and I probably sat down by the friends, but usually it's sort of intermingle with everybody.
Right.
It was really,
all of us girls are really close friends,
yeah, I can tell.
And all the boys are close friends, so I guess they just sit on different sides. I don't know.
And you know what? And we're all happy.
Yeah.
Y'all
it's
always
a good
smiling.
class.
Sometimes y'all are too happy.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
They get too rowdy.
When you get to class and all, and get around all your friends and all, what are some things they enjoy in class other than?
Well, I know everyone enjoys getting to do something really that you normally don't do at school.
Yeah.
I've never heard of an outdoor ed class where you learn how to kind of do things outdoors. So it's really neat to be able to learn that. I know Michaela and Jill, they've done a lot of things outdoors, but they've never learned maybe the real techniques of how you are supposed to do things. They just kind of learn through experience. But it's nice to know the rules of everything, like boating, and the rules for everything. So, because I definitely didn't know that.
Yeah.
So.
But now you have your safe boating license.
Oh, yes.
You still have that.
Yes. I was excited when I got that, too. That was another little kid moment when I got that.
I'll tell you, we put this song "Pomp and Circumstance" on here, the graduation song, and we lined the kids up and I shake hands with y'all and all that. That's just
we get our
that was special. Yeah.
That was very special.
Took pictures.
Yes.
Okay, we're going to take our final break and we're going to be right back. Welcome back. So glad you're with us this morning. See, Miss Ashley Sheffield, one of our famous Azalea Queen now, but she wasn't famous before that, but I always thought a lot of Ashley Sheffield and the whole family there. In fact, I'm going to show some pictures of her sisters and all. But first, let's do our fishing game forecast brought to us by Mark Cowart of Edgewater Beach Realty, 832-6000. Our times today, this morning was 3:35 to 5:35, but this evening 4:01 to 6:01. 4:01 to 6:01. All right, that's our times in. Now we're going to show some pictures. We're hoping to get through all of them, but there's some special ones here. We'll start with a big one first. And Ashley, before we do that, hold out that. Well, let's go ahead and do the pictures, then we'll do the rod and reel next.
Okay.
Okay. Brought this picture. Tell us about this picture here because it looks. Go ahead and tell us about it, Ashley.
Okay. Well, I was talking to my dad about how I remembered this picture being up in his office. And I said, Dad, you got to bring me that picture with all the redfish, and you got to show me it. So he's like, okay, I'll go get it. So he brought it home, and he's like, you know Coach Chester was on that trip with us. And he was like, yeah. And so that fish, the really big one, is the one that Coach Chester actually caught. And my dad was going on and on about it.
Let's show your dad. There's your dad first. There's your dad. Let's see, right? Let's
yes.
See. And your granddad.
That's my granddad.
Okay, a good family friend.
Yes.
Okay, and then right here, that's that. Who caught the biggest fish on the trip?
You did.
Okay, just wanted to make sure. And then let's see, this family right here, those two, that's the father and son right there too.
Yes.
But that was a fun trip we had, and that was back when you catch a lot more red snapper than you catch now.
Oh yeah.
But we had a great trip, and we're talking about her dad and granddad. We're all fishing and all. They do a good job. We used to do like a yearly trip. All right, now let's look at some more of these pictures. Talking about your sister and all. She was in the class also, and she's turned out to be a good fisherman. Tell us about her.
She loves fishing. I mean, we can go fishing together. I'll catch nothing. I mean, not even have a bite, and she'll just be reeling them in. She also goes a lot with her boyfriend, Blake Sutherland.
And I've had Blake on the show before. And
yes.
Tell us about what does your sister do now?
She is actually at FSU, and she is working with speech pathology. So she is in the program there, and she's really enjoying it. So
she's a junior now?
Yes, she's a junior in college.
Okay. And there's she and Blake, and that's some nice fish there. That was a good day.
They love fishing together. That's
okay. And also they hunt some together.
They do. Cindy shot her first deer with him, actually,
yep.
like about a year and a half ago. He gave up the deer so she could shoot it. So
that's a good boyfriend then.
Yes.
Here they are. Here they are.
There's them all camoed out.
That's cool. All right. Now I know when you won, your whole family was excited when you actually won. So we're going to show you some Azalea Queen pictures. They didn't put it in the paper, but we're going to have them here on Panhandle Outdoors. The whole family here. Tell us about this.
All right. Well, that was as soon as I got crowned, and they took a lot of group photos of everyone, and then they took a picture of like the top 5, and then they wanted my family to come up and be in a picture. So we thought it'd be a good time to get a family picture. They were all really excited for me. So.
Oh, okay. And then another one?
Yes, that's Kylie Hagan. She is the the past queen, and she was congratulating me and giving me a hug and trying to put the crown on my head. That was interesting. It's harder than it looks.
Okay. And then we'll go back.
Yes,
couple
and
more.
those are my sisters. The one on the left, I'm pretty sure, yes, the left is Cindy, and the one on the right is my younger sister, Brandy. You'll have her next year.
Y'all look like sisters.
Yes, they are very, very great sisters, supportive.
Okay, and then the final shot here, you are the queen.
Yes, that was me in the chair. They got everyone to get off the stage, and I got in the chair.
Okay, we might show it right there.
Yes.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for bringing those pictures.
Yes, you're
And,
welcome.
what is this right here? That's your escort. We got to
Yes.
show Douglas. Douglas
We have
is,
to show
Yeah, we got to
Douglas.
show this. This is a young man's in my second period class. What a fine young man, Douglas Dick. And tell us about.
Yes.
Tell us about Douglas.
Well, Douglas is one of my really good friends. He, I swear he's going to be president one day.
He's one of
like
those guys.
he's a politician.
Yeah.
He's always telling people what he believes, and
Yeah.
he's really a great friend. And he was my escort that day.
Well,
So
you had a good one right there. Okay.
yes.
All right, let's get a rod and reel right behind you. Okay. All right, actually just sort of hand it to it. There you go. We're gonna give this rod and reel away. Let's see, today's Thursday, so we're gonna give it away. Well, tomorrow we're gonna give away fishing from Tarpon Dock Seafood. Next week, maybe Monday or Tuesday, we're gonna have a drawing for this rod and reel. So if you haven't entered, go ahead and email your name to us and all, and you might win this really nice rod and reel from Panhandle Outdoors. That's pretty, isn't it?
That's very nice.
I bet your dad's gonna enter now and try to win it.
Oh yeah. My granddad will probably enter.
He will for sure. Okay.
Oh yes.
Well, we're gonna start wrapping things up and all. Thank you so much for getting up this early.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to
glad I can be here.
I'm gonna have to give you some extra credit, I think, you know. But I'm so proud of you, and I know your parents are too. And really, you've accomplished a lot, and you always had this pretty smile. She has this. It's not just for the show, folks. Just every day she has this, and I start the day off with the kids like this, and all. So it's a lot of fun. So I want to wish you the best. Now, this summer, maybe you can do some outdoor stuff and go fishing with.
I'm really gonna try.
Okay.
I'm gonna try. My granddad loves to take us fishing, so
I know it does. And be sure and send us some pictures.
I will.
Okay, I'll see you in about an hour.
Yes, about an hour.
Folks, thank y'all for watching Panhandle Outdoors now. You do something good for somebody today. Have a great day, and God bless.
Thanks for joining us for Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors features hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.